Okay, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be reacting to this here instruction thing, whatever it's called. What is that called? Anyways, a how-to, I guess, from Dwalt. It's basically on the Dwalt small angle grinder. You can see it right here. This is the same one that I found on Amazon. Right now it's going for $79. It's saying the list price is like $179, so. But a lot of times they say the list price and then they say it's for sale when it never actually goes up. But yeah, it's the Dwalt angle grinder, 4.5 inch, 11 amp. Okay, so this is from what I presume is the Dwalt official YouTube channel. It doesn't have a little certification mark, but yeah, that looks like it's Dwalt. But we've got this instruction on choosing and installing accessories for the Dwalt small angle grinder, and we're gonna react and at the end probably do a review. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it.
Start by selecting the right accessory and making sure it's the right size and RPM rating for the grinder you are using. Keep in mind
Sounds pretty
the
important.
accessory RPM rating should always meet or exceed the RPM rating of the tool. In this case, the tool at the right is rated at 11,000 RPMs, and the appropriate accessory at left is rated with a maximum of 13,300 RPMs.
Yeah, that makes sense, because if it's spinning too fast, it's gonna explode. And I saw this one photo on Reddit where it had exploded, and it had like gone into the dude's eyewear and it came like this close to taking out his eye. So yeah, I definitely agree with this DeWalt presenter in that you definitely don't want to exceed that RPM, because that can be pretty serious.
Next, select the proper guard for the accessory. When choosing the right guard for the accessory being used, the guard type should match the accessory type. For example, a Type 27 wheel will use a Type 27 guard. Check
Makes
to make
sense.
sure the grinder is unplugged.
Yeah, because you imagine if you have it and then you're like trying to put it on and it just kicks on, just like takes your fingers off or something. That definitely seems like pretty basic safety, but I guess, I don't know. I feel like I would think of to do that and make sure to do it, but who knows? I can be dumb, and so can other people.
Install the guard and make sure that it is tightened.
Okay. Seems easy enough.
Install the accessory properly.
Well, yeah, this is the whole point, is how do I install it properly? That's gonna dock a point. I'm gonna write that down, because I need to remember that at the end. That'll be good. Hopefully I'll know what that means, because I really just scribbled on it and hoped to remember. But like, okay. It seems like if you ask someone, hey, how do I install this properly? And they go, hey, install it properly. Duh. It's like, that's not helpful, but I'll hear it out.
All DeWalt small angle grinders use the same matched flanges. The end user does not need to buy.
Flanges. Did I hear that right?
Use the same matched flanges.
Is that a word? A flange is a method of connecting pipes, valves, pumps, and other equipment to form a piping system. It also proves easier. Ah, okay. Well, that's a new word, and I don't think I'll ever use it, but glad I know it. I'll forget
The
it.
end user does not need to buy additional backing flanges for Type 1
That's
wheels.
good.
All they need to do is flip the outer flange over to mate with the inner flange. The quick change text facing out is for depressed center wheels, and the other side stating, this side against quarter-inch wheel, Facing out is for Type 1 wheels. The quick change wheel release system allows the end user to remove wheels without a wrench. The interface between the inner flange and the spindle create the quick change wheel release system. The outer flange
I think that makes sense.
quick change has nothing to do with the functionality of the system. If an end user does not use the inner flange, the quick change system will not work.
Okay.
When tightening the accessory, the end user needs to depress the spindle lock to properly tighten the accessory onto the spindle. The wrench is sometimes used to tighten the accessory.
I'm gonna put this out, okay? This dude right here, just to show that this person is in fact a human, he takes this over, puts it there, and then realizes he wasn't supposed to do it quite yet and pulled it away, shows it, and then brings it back in.
Lock to properly tighten the accessory onto the spindle.
Wait. Show it.
The wrench is sometimes
used
to tighten the accessory to the spindle, but it is not required.
What a strong man.
Occasionally, the accessory will become locked on, and the wrench is needed to help loosen the flange to remove the accessory.
Man, I can't get over that word. Flange?
Preference for right or left hand.
That's a cool feature, being able to be right or left-handed. More things should be that. Even though I'm right-handed.
Adjust the guard for the application that will be performed.
Okay. There goes my phone. Okay. So, final thoughts. When was this posted? 2009. Okay. Over 10 years ago, I'll give it credit. My main issue is the resolution. I don't think that's just max resolution is 240. That's, for 2009, I guess it's not the worst. So, I'll let it slide. If this was very much newer, I would expect a lot higher resolution, considering it's coming from a huge company. Like, I'd expect higher product value out of their videos. But it is 11 years ago, so I'll give them a break. The other thing is that when he grabbed that wrench and put it on, that kind of shows that this wasn't very well rehearsed. A lot of people prefer that in their videos. You know, they don't like their videos to be super hard scripted, their script to be super rigid. I'm like that with a lot of videos, but for things like this, I definitely think they should be scripted and rehearsed, because that's kind of a weird thing to mess up on. That kind of shows that that's like their first or maybe even second take. And for a script, I feel like there's generally more takes than that. I've never used this product, so I can't review the product itself. Props to him for showing proper safety of removing unplugging it and everything. Lucky lady he's got. He seems like a man who knows how to do things. I think that might be it, honestly. I wish I could see if it worked well. Let's see. We can go back to that Amazon. What was it? Yeah, 4.7 out of 5 stars. That's not bad at all. Okay, I'll give him that. Good tool, it seems like. Pretty informative, because like some reviews or some instructions will just be like, do this, do this, do this, do this. But when he was talking about the flanges and connecting it, he gave a good description and explanation, like, hey, the reason you're doing this is because if you don't do it specifically like this, it won't work properly because of this. So he's giving a deeper comprehension, and I've always been a fan of deeper comprehension. It allows the knowledge to be retained. Unfortunately, that means the people would retain, so less people would come back, and it'd have less recurrent views and recurrent viewers. So, I mean, props to them for being willing to give up views on YouTube, for making sure their products are used. But that's probably going to do it for today. Overall, you know, that resolution, and it doesn't seem that professional. Like, the setup is decent, you know, it's got a backdrop, it's got the table, and it's got good framing. But, man, my phone can record that much better. My phone's a few years old. I guess they didn't put too much investment in their camera.
Change has nothing to do.
But, yeah. I'll give it... I'm a little disappointed because this came from Dwalt themselves. This channel's got 65,000 subscribers. This has over 250,000 views. Dwalt is a pretty big company. I'd expect higher quality from them. Maybe next time I will review and watch a more recent video. See if they've improved their production value. But for now, I'll give it 6 out of 10. But that's going to do it for today. Yeah, I guess like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what tools you'd like me to see and what reviews. Of course, this video, link to this video, as well as this Amazon link in case you're interested in getting it, should be in the description unless I forget or I just am too lazy. But that's going to do it for today. Peace.